What up, Milwaukee? It's your boy Track Lacer, and I'm here to do a review on a movie that's actually playing in the background behind me. It's called Project Power, and I hope you don't hit me with no copyright uh, Netflix because I got the volume down, and it's a clip from the movie that you guys actually have on your YouTube channel. But I hope you take the time to Google Henrietta Lacks because she is a African American queen that from Virginia. It's ironic that she's from Virginia because Jamestown, Virginia, is where the first African captives, who we like to refer to historically as slaves, that's where they landed, was Jamestown, Virginia, on the coast. But they do mention her name, and by doing so, they kind of paying homage, and they are acknowledging the fact that basically a black woman with superhero type of genes is the foundation of most of our medical research, at least in the United States. I can't speak for the rest of the world. But getting into the movie, um, I will say the young lady that steals the show is the one that we're calling, is it Danielle? Was that her name in the movie? Forgive me if her name was not Danielle, but the young cutie from high school. So don't call Track Lacer a creep or a perv for calling her a cutie from high school. You want to know why? I did my Googles. I did my research. The girl who played the semi-main character next to Jamie Foxx, she is 29 years old. So not only is she not from New Orleans, but she did the New Orleans accent when they go, so, anyway. You know, she had that down pat. But also, she's playing like an 18-year-old and she's 29. She's from New York City and she studied drama at Pace University. So, I think, as with most things, the subplot about her being able to rap exceptionally well is kind of mystifying because other than her, I guess, moving to Los Angeles to pursue music at the end of the movie, with the money that was given to her, like her being able to rap, I got the fitting on, but y'all see me just trying to scratch my head. I have no idea how that factors in. I can't think even for a second of how her having the skill to rhyme advances the plot of the film or her individual character. I mean, it was impressive, but it's kind of weird. Um, I like the concept of there being something on the street and Joseph Gordon-Levitt being the cop. Shout out to the New Orleans Saints. Y'all see my colors. It's like New Orleans Saints. He had on a jersey of number 7, Gleason. I kind of did my research on him. He was a safety who was later paralyzed in life. So that was a fitting tribute. But I like the fact that he's kind of on the gray side of the law in saying that, hey man, you might say that this stuff is illegal, but I got people, perpetrators, that I'm trying to arrest that are using this drug. So if anything, I'm on the even playing field. It's the same argument that people who run track, they say the same things. If you're not giving me the same drugs that the people I'm running against are racing, I can't compete. But since I was already faster than them or better than them, and then you give me the drugs, now it's even. Now my talent can be. Um, so he definitely had an ally. I'm gonna call her Danielle just because I can't remember her name. And so yeah, I like that kind of not being like a goody two shoes cop, kind of being a cop that's willing to do whatever it takes. However, just like um, the young lady's ability to rap, not really advancing the story, and I'm still giving this movie like a B plus. Don't think I'm saying that it's a crap movie and that you shouldn't watch it. But there seemed like there was no rules about this particular drug. Why did it make one person turn into a giant? Why did it make Machine Gun Kelly? Why did it turn him into the Human Torch? Why did it make the woman inside of the thing? Why did she turn into Frost, Killer Frost from DC Comics? Like it is just very strange that every time why would people so willingly take something like if you take drugs, you know the effect. I'm going to be high. Therefore, if I go to a club, if I already plan on having a good time at the club, I'm definitely having a good time if I'm also floating through the clouds. But I just do not see the value of everybody rushing to take a drug when you don't have any idea of what the side effect is going to be, of what it's going to do to you. It's just very strange. But they did some real good work with the camera angles. Um, the bond that Jamie Foxx had for his daughter, I felt that was palpable. You could kind of feel that like throughout the film. Um, the bad guys were kind of generic, but it just seemed like they always generic. The bad guys are always Eastern Europeans or Latinos. Like I need some good old fashioned American white villains, or how about some just good old fashioned American black villains, like our boy Cotton from Luke Cage, Mashahara Ali. It's just like it just gets old. It's every time that somebody's a bad guy in one of these movies, it's Eastern European accent or Colombian accent. But that's just me. Um, I love the fact that they chose New Orleans as the setting, primarily because something that I learned is that New Orleans gave the movie industry basically a tax break. They basically are charging, I think it's 5 times less what it costs to film movies in LA or New York. And I think even Canada. It's like 5 times less. So um, I guess in doing so, a lot of movies, even movies that you wouldn't think of, have been filmed entirely in New Orleans. 21 Jump Street comes to mind with Channing Tatum and Noah Jonah Hill. It's like you watch that movie, you don't even think of New Orleans, but that's where they shot it. But they get a very big discount in doing that. Yeah, I'll be honest. This review is not as good as I thought it out to be, only because I talked a lot more about some of the problems or things that I couldn't figure out. within the movie. But let me spin it back and make it positive. The young lady, Danielle, who I keep calling her, she is also going to be in the Black Panther movie, um, Black Messiah, um, which I think is going to cover Fred Hampton. And she's just a great actress. She was sweating in almost every scene. She says a lot with her eyes when she looks at Jamie Foxx or when she looks at Joseph Gordon-Levitt without even saying anything with her mouth. Um, the love that she had for her mother felt very real. So if I can't say nothing else, we got a young star in our midst with this young sister who's originally from New York City. So um, y'all killed me for my John Henry review with Ludacris and Terry Crews, but I will go on the record and say slightly better than John Henry. I still respect what John Henry was doing, but just the acting. Terry Crews was the only good actor in John Henry. In this one, um, the young lady Jamie Foxx and Joseph, they put it in. They put that work in. So enjoy it on Netflix. Come back to my channel and let me know what you thought of it. Or if you already saw it already and you was just waiting on my review, give me your opinion. Milton.